Hello everybody! So today I am doing a very exciting video. This video is the YA starter pack, as you probably saw from the title. This video is sort of like an intro to YA books and like the books that you should read if you are just getting into YA literature. This video is going to be split into two different parts. The first part is books that you probably have heard of and that you should read, and then the second part is books that you may not have heard of and that you should also read. So let's jump right into it. The first series I am recommending is The Hunger Games by Suzanne. Hopefully you have heard of this and hopefully you have read it, because this series is absolutely fantastic. It will have you on the edge of your seat. If you don't know, this is a dystopian novel about a girl named Katniss who is rebelling against the capital, which is sort of the government, and there's basically every year a competition sort of thing in an arena where kids kill each other, and it's sort of oppressive to the people, and yes, it is fantastic. Love triangle, good shipping opportunities, all the feels, death, love, can't go wrong. Next thing that I'm recommending is an author, and that is John Green. Hopefully you've at least heard of The Fault in Our Stars. He writes contemporary books. They're usually either coming of age story or a romance, and they're all fantastic. They will make you devastated for days, break your heart, and they are fantastic. He is a great writer, and I definitely think you should pick his books up. By the way, I personally have not read Looking for Alaska, but I've been meaning to for a long time. I hear that's actually his best. Though my favorite as of now is The Fault in Our Stars, probably second, Paper Towns, and then third, An Abundance of Catherine. So, yes. Next, I am recommending another author, and this time I'm recommending Markus Zusak. He wrote, obviously, The Book Thief, and his lesser-known novel, I'm the Messenger. Both are absolutely fantastic. The Book Thief is an absolutely amazing story about a girl and a boy who both live in Nazi Germany during World War II, obviously, and it's absolutely fantastic. The writing in this is so amazing. It's extremely atmospheric, and it makes you feel like you're actually there in a way, sort of. Also, it's written from the point of view of death, which is extremely unique. I've never heard of or read another book that's from the point of view of death. All the feels in this one as well. Crying, dying, smiles, happiness. Markus Zusak's lesser-known book, I'm the Messenger, is sort of a kind of a coming-of-age story about this man who receives cards in the mail that have clues about people who he has to help, and it's sort of about him helping these people, but also about him like figuring out his life and whatnot. It is excellent. It's also unique. I've never really read something with that sort of plot, so it's excellent. Obviously, this wouldn't be a recommendation video without saying that you should read Harry Potter. This is one of the probably best-known series. It's a fantasy about wizards and amazingness, so definitely pick this up. If you haven't read it now, I feel like you're not going to, but I figured I would put it in anyways because why not? Next is another series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, also The Heroes of Olympus, which is like a second continuation series. Hopefully you have heard of at least Percy Jackson. This series is fantastic. It centers around Greek mythology, and it presents it in a way that's like very modern and very relatable, I guess you could say. This book series is just fantastic. I can't rave about it enough. All the characters are super funny, and it's amazing. Read it. Probably my favorite series from my childhood is the next series that I'm recommending, and that is A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. It's so good. It is a lot of, I guess it's a mystery, sort of. It's a little bit darker. It's still absolutely fantastic. The writing is so unique, and all the characters and just the whole plot is really unique and sort of quirky. Yes, I highly recommend it. I cannot tell you how much I've enjoyed this book, so I hope that everybody else has too, and if you haven't, you need to pick this up. Now we're going on to the part of books that maybe you haven't heard of if you are just now starting out, and so we're going to kick it off with a dystopian series, because what is YA if not dystopian? And that series is the Legend series by Marie Lu. This is a great dystopian series. It is about a boy who is sort of like a street urchin. He doesn't really have any parents, he just sort of lives on the street, and he's also a criminal who no one has been able to capture. And it's also about a girl who lives in like the top tier of society. This is, like I said, a dystopian novel, so it's sort of about how they meet and, you know, eventually trying to take down the government. And yeah, this is also good because it will literally have you on the edge of your seat the entire way. There's like a plot twist basically at every chapter, and it's great, it's fast-paced. Read. Next, I am recommending a single book, I think for the first time, and that book is We Were Liars by LOCKHART. It's sort of a book that you need to go into knowing nothing. I feel like if you don't have any expectations, besides that it's good, that it'll be better, sort of that way, but it's a contemporary novel about this girl who has this family that they go to this island every year, and yeah, sort of that's all you need to know, but definitely pick this up, it will amaze you. I'm recommending another author next, and that is Rainbow Rowell. You may have heard of her, she is a best-selling author, possibly, but these are her two YA novels, Fangirl and Eleanor in Park. She also has two adult novels called Attachments and Landline, but I figured for this video we just say these two. These are both contemporary books, and Eleanor in Park is a love story between two sort of misfits who go to the same school, and Fangirl is a book about this girl who is going to college and sort of navigating college and how to make friends and like dealing with stuff like that. But it is also a love story between her and this guy that she meets. Both are absolutely fantastic. I think I like Fangirl a little bit more, but both are absolutely fantastic. The characters are super relatable and absolutely adorable. I highly, highly recommend both of these books, and also her adult books too. Next, I am recommending The Fifth Wave by YANCEY. This is a sci-fi fantasy survival novel about this girl who thinks she is the last person on Earth, and aliens have invaded. They've been killing off humanity, and then she meets this guy. This is another book that will have you on the edge of your seat, page flipping through the night. It is extremely exciting and fast-paced, and there's obviously a love triangle. It is fantastic. Read it. And the last thing that I'm going to recommend to you guys today is another author. This time it is YANCEY. YANCEY is a contemporary author. He's written these two books, and they all have very unique plot lines. This one is about a kid who I believe had cancer, and then they chopped off his head, put it in a freezer, and then reattached it to a new body later on. And then it's sort of him dealing with like friends and girlfriends and family and like how things have changed and whatnot. This book, Where Things Come Back, is about this town that is obsessed with an extinct woodpecker, I believe. Both are fantastic and obviously extremely unique. I think this one is a little bit better, but both are really great. I highly recommend both. So yeah, that was sort of the YA starter pack, I guess I'm calling it. So if you are new to the YA book genre, I hope that you pick up some of these books, and I hope you really enjoy them. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, make sure to subscribe. I will have another video up soon, so I will see you then. Bye! And then she meets this guy, which is basically the start of every YA novel.